Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of 𝗧𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡𝗠𝗠𝗡𝗏𝗡. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the secret to creating a buyer's audience using email. And it's a very simple secret. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at talk show radio. This is very powerful. Now, I learned this from a good mentor of mine, one of my favorite email marketers, Ben Settle. If you're not on Ben Settle's email list, you really want to get on there because you can learn so much from his emails. And one of the things that he talks about is that the secret to his success. Now, outside of his email list, he's also a very successful copywriter. And he said the majority of his sales come from his email list. And the reason for that is that he said he adopts his email list like talk radio. Now, talk radio is very huge even today. And the reason for that is that with talk radio, most often the radio show hosts are always on Monday through Friday. And they're on for couple hours a day. And a lot of people, they commute distances, and so they listen to talk radio during their commute, and they like to bond with the radio host. And one of the things that people like about talk radio is that people can call in and talk with the radio host, and they feel like the radio host knows them. And in so doing, what it does is they're taking people and they're creating that hot market. See, there's three types of markets you need to be aware of when you are building your home business. There's cold market, there's warm market, and there's hot market. Cold market are people who don't know you or who you are. And so the cold market people, you're not going to get excuse me, a lot of sales from cold market. Warm market are people who feel that they know something about you. They know who you are and they kind of know what you're about. Hot market people, they know who you are, what you're about, what you stand for, who you're fighting for. And when you make a product recommendation, they buy. That's hot market. They say yes without thinking. Anything you promote, anything you recommend, they'll buy. So with talk radio, what made it so genius is with talk radio, what they would do is a lot of advertisers, especially, like the big talk show hosts, like Howard Stern, the late Rush Limbaugh, what they did and why they were so successful is they built this tribe up of people who were very loyal. In addition, these two are so polarizing. I'll give you the story here of Howard Stern. Howard Stern, when he first got started, landed his first major market in his talk show was in Washington, D.C. way back in the 80s. And he did some pretty shocking things on his first day on the show with that big market. And it got a lot of people upset. The phones were ringing off the hook. You would think that the station manager would have fired him right then and there, but they didn't. Because there were people calling who loved it. There were a lot of people calling who hated it. And the station manager was very smart. He said, I want you to, and when the people who were answering the phones, he said, I want you to answer, ask them this question and get their answers. What made you want to tune in? And whether they loved him or whether they hated them, the answers were the same. They wanted to see what he was going to say next. And the ratings boomed. And so when Howard and Rush was the same way, what would happen would be is the advertisers, instead of spending all this money putting together a slick ad campaign, they just spoke to them and said, hey, could you promote our product on your show? Can you talk about it? Can you use it? Can you talk about it? Tell your thoughts about it? We'd be appreciative and we'll give you a cut of the sales. little affiliate marketing there, right? And they would do that. And they say, well, this segment was brought to you by this, by this product, this company. I use it. I love it. This is great. Go check it out if this is something that, if you're struggling with an issue like this. Product sales went through the roof. And it was because they built this massive loyalty. Now, does this mean you have to be shock jock on your email list? No. But what you can do is follow that talk show format where you're talking about something that your audience wants to hear about, that you're passionate about, that they're passionate about. You're putting it in, you're writing emails, sharing stories about you and your life experiences. You're bonding. See, that's what talk radio does too. You hear a lot of the radio hosts talking about their daily life. They're talking about what matters to their audience and their viewers. And you're doing that every day. People feel that they know you and they can't wait to hear what you're going to say next. Then when it comes time to selling, it's easy because you're making a recommendation. You're now, make sure you're using the product that you're going to be recommending. And if you're using it and you tell them about it, they're going to want to buy. A good percentage of them will eventually buy because they know, like, and trust you. And you're no longer feeling like the salesman. You're the helpful friend. You're the welcome guest. And they trust you. That's the secret. So start applying that. And just like with talk radio, it's on very consistently. You're doing it every day. Talk radio, it's only 5 days a week, but even on weekends, they do like the best stuff. But stay consistent. Tell your stories. That's why you want to avoid using canned emails that you get from, when you're promoting affiliate products, or if your upline gives you canned responses to upload to your autoresponder. Avoid those. Put your own spin on it. Maybe use it as a guide to make sure you're talking about the certain talking points, but personalize it to you and personalize it to your audience. And make sure you know who your audience is too. You do all those, sales are going to come a lot easier for you. So I hope you got value from this today. If you did, let me know in the comments section. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button and then click the little bell notification to let you know when I upload another new video for you. And if you want more tips and strategies of how to build a successful online business, getting free leads and daily cash flow for your business, head over to my website at 𝗧𝗢𝗢𝗎𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗠.com. I have some great resources available to you. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for my free email newsletter. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm rooting for you. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye now.